Welcome back to Speak for Yourself. Let's get back to LeBron James, who added to his resume last night with this fourth, you heard me right, that's 4 NBA titles. Count them up. LeBron was also named Finals MVP for the 4th time. The only person with more, Michael Jordan, with his 6. Well, LeBron has now won a title for 3 different franchises. As after the game, the key word for LeBron was respect. Take a listen.
We just want our respect. Rob wants his respect. Coach Vogel wants his respect. Our organization wants their respect. Laker Nation wants their respect. And I want my damn respect, too.
LeBron, you have my respect, my friend. I don't know about this one here. But Marcellus, does this finals elevate LeBron's legacy?
No. No, it doesn't elevate his legacy. Now, see, that's what's wrong with our society today. Everyone's just headline reading and clickbaiting. If you listen further, guess what I'm going to say?
Okay, Marcellus, fine.
Well, I already think he's the GOAT. So, therefore, how you going to elevate from GOAT status? What the hell's next? What animal is that? You are the GOAT to me. As I echo what an NBA executive just recently said, quote, Jordan is a better ISO scorer, and LeBron is better at everything else. And to me, that's how I look at it. I always talk about the death by 1,000 paper cuts. That's how LeBron has won this argument over for me. Now, that said, if he wanted to elevate his legacy, for those who don't consider him the GOAT just yet, he's 1B or he's number 2 to Michael Jordan, whatever you want to call it. This is not the year where you want to raise your hand and say this elevated his legacy. Why? When did he get fully introduced into the GOAT conversation? 2016. When? When he said it. When? When everyone else saw it. When he came back 3-1. On a Golden State Warriors team that had won 73 regular season games. NBA record. That's when you're like, wait a minute, this LeBron James might be up there with a Michael Jordan. Because Michael Jordan had it solidified, perfect, and everything. And then LeBron did that impossible feat. And then LeBron declared himself the GOAT. Won his respect. And then next thing you know, Jordan said, I need to make a documentary on the championship day parade of that 3-1 comeback against the Warriors. That's when it became a conversation. For me, the legacy of LeBron James is solidified. It didn't get enhanced by him beating on a lowly, outmatched, outnumbered Heat team that wasn't ready for this stage just yet.
Big bro, I think that this finals elevated LeBron's legacy exponentially.
Can I ask one question? Is he the GOAT already?
No.
Okay, that's what
I want him to be, but I am a Jordan, I'm a LeBron stan, but I can't say beyond the shadow of a doubt that LeBron is the GOAT. But here's the thing.
Okay.
This championship elevated LeBron's legacy exponentially because historically speaking, not just in sports, your legacy isn't just what you do for you as an individual.
Okay.
Your legacy is actually based upon what you do for other people. MLK, his legacy, it's not based upon what he did. It's based upon what he did for those around him. Abraham Lincoln, it's not just based upon what he did for those around him. Let's go to sports. Muhammad Ali, it's not just based upon what he did. What did he do for those around him? So LeBron James, what has he done for those around him, Marcellus? I could tell you, but I'd rather show you. Full screen.
You gonna show me Martin Luther King?
No, we're just gonna talk about the king that is LeBron James. Think about D-Wade before LeBron. 7 playoff wins. 1 finals appearance and 1 title, obviously. But then LeBron joins up.
All right.
With LeBron, 14 playoff wins, 4 finals appearances, 2 titles. Move on to Kyrie before LeBron. 0, 0, 0 playoff wins, finals appearances, titles. With LeBron, 10, 3, and 1. And then lastly, now look at AD. Before LeBron, 1 playoff win, 0 finals appearances, 0 titles, and now 4 playoff wins, 1 finals appearance, and 1 title. LeBron's legacy has been elevated because he's elevated the greatness of those around him. And think, I don't have a full screen for this, but think about Eric Spoelstra. Without LeBron, Eric Spoelstra would have still been thought of for so long as a video nerd. And now he's a top 3 coach of this generation. Without LeBron, who and what is a Frank Vogel? But with LeBron, Frank Vogel's up there for Coach of the Year. Without LeBron, Ty Lue is known for getting stepped over by Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
But with LeBron, Ty Lue, yes, he's known for that.
Tight-ass
Without LeBron, Ty Lue is known for that. Getting stepped over by AI. But because of LeBron, Ty Lue is now ushered into the front of every head coaching conversation vacancy. So LeBron's legacy was definitely elevated because it elevated, again, those around him.
Wow, I want to see your full screen for Jordan without Pippen. Oh, damn, can't see. Okay, what about Magic without Kareem? Kareem got one without. No. Bill Russell without all them other Hall of Famers. Here's the point. Back in those days, he's getting compared to history and to Michael Jordan. They don't even move. They didn't move. They didn't have the same level of player movement and player freedom that LeBron has. So LeBron's going to have an opportunity to create a full screen like this where the other greats, and especially the other GOATs in this conversation, wouldn't have had. So that full screen doesn't give us the full picture. But maybe who we're bringing in right now, Fox NBA analyst Chris Broussard, will give us the full picture.
CB.
Good transition there, boy. So, Chris, does the finals elevate LeBron's legacy?
Well, I'm somewhere in between both of you guys, but Marcellus, you lost me when you said that LeBron's already the GOAT. No, he's not, all right?
He's not.
Michael Jordan is still the GOAT.
Oh, wow.
LeBron is still second.
Oh.
And here's the deal. Even before this finals championship, he was second. After it, he's second. However, it has helped him. Let's face it, if they don't win this championship, whether they lost to the Clippers or the Nuggets or the Heat, whoever they had lost to, it would have ended the GOAT debate. It would have been over. Or if they win the finals and LeBron isn't the MVP and it's Anthony Davis, the GOAT debate probably is over. Now it keeps going, and LeBron is gaining momentum. All right, it's just like we thought if the Heat somehow win Game 6 and get to Game 7, they'll have momentum going into Game 7. So right now, LeBron has momentum. Jordan had it a few months ago. I'm glad you brought up The Last Dance, Marcellus, because remember, after they showed The Last Dance on the other network, they did a poll, and 73% of respondents said Jordan was the GOAT, better than LeBron. 66% of 18 to 34-year-olds who usually are in LeBron's camp voted for Jordan. So now this recent championship brings some balance. So people are now thinking, oh, you know what? LeBron is back in the race. This was huge, too, because there are, as great as LeBron is, there's a significant number of people out there who really harp on his 6 finals losses and don't view him as a winner because of it. That's the most finals losses by any MVP ever. Now 4-6 sounds much better than 3-6 or 3-7. And the fact that they've come with 3 different franchises, I think it makes that 4-6 even better than a typical 4-6. So this has helped LeBron a lot for the Lakers. I said this before he went there. Look, LeBron, if you go to the Lakers, you better win a championship.
Hey, let me ask you though, CB.
Every player except Elgin Baylor, who's on LeBron's level or even close to it, Jerry West, Wilt, Kareem, Magic, Shaq, Kobe, they all delivered rings. If he had gone to L.A. and not gotten a championship, that would have been a negative on his legacy. So again, this helps his legacy in that way, and it just keeps him in the race with Jordan with momentum.
Let me ask you something, CB, because I heard you on the herd, and you brought up what I brought up last week. Kawhi, had he won another finals MVP, his third one, third different franchise, people were ready to usher him into a top 5 conversation. That's what you said on the herd, correct? That's what, yeah.
Yeah, which I thought was crazy.
Ludicrous,
I mean, Colin said I didn't think that was right.
But I've heard other people beyond Colin say that. If Kawhi is somewhere in the top 20, top 25 player of all time, and he was ushered into top 5 with the third finals MVP for a third different team by different media, and again, media creates the legacy narrative, LeBron, who's inarguably a top 5 player already before winning this last chip and another finals MVP, how does this not make him the number 1? How does this not make him the GOAT?
Well, that's obviously I have a laundry list of reasons why I believe
Okay, don't give us the whole laundry list.
I'll give you.
Don't do your laundry on.
Yeah, I'll give you a brief one.
Yeah.
Jordan was more dominant. There have been 3 three-peats in the NBA, in modern NBA history, let's say since Bill Russell. 2 of them were Michael Jordan with Scottie Pippen. The other one was Shaq and Kobe. Two top 10 players had to combine
go to screen, please.
to do a three-peat.
CB,
and yet Jordan didn't.
Why do we pick and choose, and we're going to have to be here maybe for a little bit. Why do we pick and choose what now we want to use as categorization for GOATs? Like, well, we're going to say that a three-peat is how we want to classify it. I just don't, why are you saying that a three-peat is a qualifier for being a GOAT? Don't you think that's an arbitrary point to grab at?
It's not arbitrary because it shows dominance, but it's just one of my points. I could go to this. I just wanted to give you one because I didn't want to be here for 20 minutes. I could go to this. Jordan had no weaknesses. Jordan's game has no weaknesses. I can point to a weakness in Magic, Kareem, Larry Bird, and LeBron James. LeBron James doesn't have a mid-range pull-up, and we saw that in Game 5. That's why everybody's like, why didn't he pull up and shot? That's not his game. He doesn't do that. LeBron James struggles from the free throw line.
Would you not argue that
LeBron James has trouble sometimes fitting in a system?
He's talking longer than the break. Can I say one thing? Because I'm the only one up here thinking the damn GOAT. Okay, all I want to say is you better stop with that whole tougher argument, and it was harder back then and all that. Top 4 teams that Jordan had to go through in the regular season, 64 win percentage. LeBron James and his 10 times to the final, 63 win percentage. Ooh, cool. Here we go. And don't ever get up here again and talk about a poll, unless you want to get on the poll, because polls only tell you about intentions, not actions. The GOAT is LeBron James, who will be the leading scorer of all-time history.
What kind of polls you talking about,
double in the rebounds and double in assists of Michael Jordan once he finally hangs up the tennis shoes. Coming up, Patrick Mahomes did something he hasn't done in nearly a year. He lost the game. We'll tell you if the Chiefs are still the AFC favorites. Not. Speak for yourself.